This is my 4th attempt at filming this video, and I am going insane. So some of you may know that I have been DJing. And as a result, I have been dipping my toes into the world of audio engineering, not by choice, but by force. Because I can't help it. I would love to not be an audio engineer. I would love to not do this, but I have to. Because I have to buy another cable. I am so sick and tired of buying cables. I am so sick and tired of buying another cable that doesn't work, that I have to buy another cable for, that I have to buy an adapter for, that I have to buy a power source for, that I have to buy another dingle-dangle for. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to buy another cable. I'm so sick and tired of buying cables. So here's where our story starts, okay? I buy a DJ controller, which is a very normal way to get into the hobby. Very obvious start, right? You start by buying a DJ controller. So I buy one, and then I need a power source. So I use the cable that comes with it. Thank God, a cable comes with this. I put the cable that comes with it into my computer. It works. But then I need to be able to hear the sound, right? Because the sound coming off of my computer, it's not enough. So I use my headphones. But my headphones are Bluetooth. And Bluetooth doesn't really work with DJ controllers because there's a little bit of a delay. There's just a little bit of a delay, so I buy a cable. So I buy a cable that can connect to my headphones. Okay. Small purchase, $7.99. Not a problem. I'll buy it if it makes my life easier, right? I want people to be able to hear me. I want to MC. So I gotta buy a microphone. So I buy a microphone. Because this microphone won't connect to anything that I have. So I buy this microphone. But it doesn't come with a cable, so I gotta buy a cable for it. And they have like little cables that you can buy that are only like a foot long, but I'm like, hey, I wanna be able to walk around and use this, so I buy one that's 5 feet. Okay, that's gonna cost me a little bit more, but I buy it open box, so it's $8.99. Okay. The microphone's $100. But I want to auto-tune my voice, obviously. Obviously, I want to auto-tune my voice. Not because I'm a singer, but because I think it's funny. It's funny to auto-tune your voice. Just admit it, it's funny. So I buy a vocal transformer. And I plug this into the vocal transformer. And then I need a power source for the vocal transformer. So I plug in the cable. Thank God there's a cable that comes with it. I plug that cable into my computer. And it works. It's great. Well, it doesn't really work. Takes a little bit of fiddling, but eventually I managed to get it to work. Okay, incredible. But then I run into a problem because I want to stream. I want people to be able to see me DJ, right? So I use the camera that I already have. But there's a problem. How do I connect my camera to my computer? I gotta buy a cable. So I'll go out to Best Buy and I ask them, what kind of cable do I need? And they give me a recommendation at Best Buy because I think they're the experts, right? I go home, I plug it in, it doesn't work. Because it's the right cable, but it's not the right cable. So I gotta buy a different version of the same cable. Okay, so I go and buy a different version of the same cable. And then to make my life easier, I buy a little mixer thing that can go in between the cable and the computer. So it works better. And it works flawlessly. But then I have to charge my camera while I'm streaming, or else my camera battery will die super quickly. So then I gotta buy another cable. I gotta buy a charging cable. So I plug that charging cable into my computer. But now my computer's running out of space in the back. There's not enough inputs for all of these cables I have. So I gotta buy a little dongle. I gotta buy a little thing for all of the little things to plug into so that I can have enough space. I don't know if you can hear my computer right now, but it's suffering. It's suffering because there's too many things plugged into the back. The fans are going wild because there's so many things plugged into it. I need cables for the lights. But then I run into another issue because I want to go live on TikTok because I have a following on TikTok, and I'm like, okay, while I'm DJing, might as well also stream to somewhere else, somewhere that I have a platform. Well, it turns out if you want to stream on your phone, you got to buy another little mixer thing to go into, and you have to buy cables for that to plug into your controller, and then you got to figure out a way to plug your vocal transformer into your DJ controller, or else it was a waste of money. So then you buy this, and then it comes with 3 other sets of cables. It doesn't come with this cable. You have to buy this cable, but then it comes with other cables that you got to plug in. So now I have those cables. I have so many cables that I don't even know what to do with. I don't even know if they do anything. I just feel like I'm in an endless loop of buying the same cable over and over again in just slightly different lengths and slightly different configurations. And they all just have, slightly different ends to them. Oh, and there's another thing. I gotta charge my phone too, so I gotta get cables to charge my phone while I'm streaming, or else it's gonna drain my phone battery. Because the thing needs a power source, so I need to supply it with a power source, but I don't have a power source, so I either have to buy a power source cable or I have to buy a dongle adapter so that my phone can accommodate 2 USB-Cs. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. This is ridiculous. I have so many cables, I don't even know what they do.
No more cables. I don't want to buy another cable. I wish that everything was wireless. I know that things sound worse when they're wireless and they don't work as good, but trust me when I say that I would rather deal with a little bit of delay, a little bit of hiss, rather than deal with all of these cables that are littering my desk right now and all of the adapters for them and all of the different things that they do, and I don't even know what half of them do anymore. I feel like I just keep buying the same cable over and over again, and it just never ends, and I just have to deal with this. I just have to find a way to organize them, and I have no sense of cable management. I don't know how to do that. I don't what am I doing? Oh my god.
But I gotta figure out a way to plug in my vocal transformer into my DJ controller, because unfortunately, this microphone won't plug directly into it. I have to do a thing to put it in between, or else it's going to sound like it's not even going to plug in. It's not going to sound like anything because it won't fit. Or I could buy an adapter, but I'm not going to buy another adapter. I'm so done with buying adapters. I already have this thing. I want to use this thing. I obviously want to use Auto-Tune. So I buy this thing, and there's multiple inputs on this thing, and there's multiple inputs on my VT4, and there's multiple inputs on my DJ controller. So what do? Where do I put it? Where do I connect the thing into the other thing? So then I gotta buy a cable to connect my VT4 into my DJ controller, and I don't even know if that's technically possible, but I buy it. And I don't even know if this works. I go to Best Buy, I tell them what I want, they look at me like I'm crazy. So they send me to Guitar Center. So I go to Guitar Center, and they're like, oh, okay, here's a cable. It's $18.99. I'm like, why is it $18.99? It's $8.99 on your website. So I buy it, and I'm gonna plug it in, and I'm going to see if it works. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to quit. Because I can't do this anymore. Man, I can't do this anymore. I can't buy another cable.
Okay, guys. The good news is that I got it to work. It plugs in. The bad news is that it sounds like this. Should I just give up? Is this my sign?
And it sounds even worse through my computer. I think I'm going to have to buy another cable. I don't want to buy another cable. I can't deal with this.